The beginnings of Casio, from paper to digital. In 1946, Casio Seisakujo Corporation was established in Tokyo, Japan. The company, later renamed in 1957 to Casio Computer Company, Limited, was founded by Tadao Casio, a Japanese engineer who began developing new technologies for the writing industry. Initially, the company focused on retailing products such as pencils, chewing gum and calculators, meant to compete against high-demand items readily available in the market. However, Tadao Casio realized that his company had the potential to pioneer unique technologies. Thus, he decided to expand the company's focus and subsequently became a leader in timekeeping technology. Casio's entry into the timekeeping industry dates back to 1972, where the company released its first electric watch, the Casiotron. The model was the world's first electric watch, succeeding mechanical timepieces that had been used for centuries prior. It boasted a unique three-line display with multiple time functions, including a working chronograph and an alarm. This groundbreaking invention revolutionized the way we think about watches today and introduced an era of digital products. It was such a success that in 1973, Casio released the Casiotron Slim, a thinner and rechargeable version of the same model. However, Casio's success didn't end there. In 1976, the company revolutionized the market once more with the release of its C80 calculator watch. The model was the world's first calculator watch, and it combined cutting-edge timekeeping with a mini-computer for time calculations and arithmetic operations. The device was such a success that it kick-started an entire industry of calculator watches. In 1978, Casio introduced a 5-function calculator, the Casio FX50, with a scientific view screen and a new line of pocket calculator watches. The Casiotron arrived in Japan, followed by the worldwide launch of Casio's handheld calculators. This marked a significant advancement in the development of electronics, and the brothers began to see success. They released several innovative pocket calculators, such as the FX710, FX720 and FX730, equipped with memory storage and able to perform transcendental functions. The next step by Casio was the 1978 launch of their first digital watch, the Casiotron. The watch not only became an instant success, but sparked a wave of interest in digital wristwatches across the globe. By 1979, Casio released the CFX-G20 digital watch, equipped with an LCD display, a timekeeping mode that measured hours, minutes, and seconds, a calculation mode for mathematical calculations, and a unique game mode with a variety of mini-games. The late 70s had also marked Casio as a frontrunner in then emerging digital technology, with their calculators and watches revolutionizing the way people thought about pocket computing. Casio extended the possibilities and capabilities of the devices with the launch of their advanced programmable calculator, the FX702P and the FX105P in 1979 respectively. Their ambitions to master simplicity and convenience made the Casio brand popular amongst new generations of consumers, and the brand began to see success internationally. Their focus to push the boundaries of innovativeness and appreciation for detail saw the brand rise to the top of the tech industry as a pioneer in digital calculator technology and paved the way for future advancements. The 80s, the era of sport digital watches. The 1980s was an important decade for the evolution of the digital watch. While analog watches had been in production since the late 1940s, the digital watch had become increasingly popular in the 80s. The new era of digital watches was no longer confined to the office or classroom. It had expanded to encompass everyday fashion and leisure activities. The digital watch movement was led by Casio, which was at the forefront of innovation and technology design. As the brand's popularity increased, its product portfolio became varied and they began to bring out an array of watch designs that could be worn by any casual wearer. With designs that were encased in bold colors and adorned with interesting features, the digital watch became an iconic accessory that offered a stylish and practical way to make an impact. In the early 80s, Casio launched the WR50 and DW50 series, which were its most popular sports digital watches. These watches were designed with a range of features, such as a stopwatch, dual time, date per day, calendar and alarm functions, that made them both stylish and functional. With the durable, splash-proof cases and comfortable bands, it was not difficult to see why the sport digital watches by Casio were becoming a fashion accessory of choice for young people. In 1983, Casio launched its famous G-Shock series, which revolutionized the watch industry. The square-faced watch was the first of its kind and had features that would appeal to all, from those who wanted durability to those who appreciated the sleek, modern design. Not only was this watch incredibly resilient, but had a variety of features, such as being able to automatically update the time thanks to atomic-based timekeeping. The introduction of the G-Shock in 1983. In 1983, Casio introduced one of its most iconic products, the G-Shock watch. This revolutionary watch was nothing like any traditional timepiece of the time. The G-Shock was designed to provide unbeatable shock resistance and toughness, with a unique structure consisting of a protective covering and a hollow internal layer that cushioned the movement. This design made the watch virtually indestructible, able to withstand a 4-meter fall and up to 10 bar water pressure. This gave the G-Shock an unprecedented level of protection, making it instantly popular amongst extreme sports enthusiasts and adrenaline seekers. The G-Shock was also designed with extreme style in mind. With its tough, manly looks and bold, blocky face with oversized, easy-to-read numbers, the watch was the perfect companion for the action-loving man. The overall design of the G-Shock was an instant hit amongst youth culture and made the watch an icon of street fashion. But it wasn't just the G-Shock's shock resistance and stylish design that made it so popular. The watch was also filled with revolutionary technological features for the time, such as solar power, a stopwatch, world time, and an auto calendar, making it the perfect all-round watch for a practical lifestyle. Since its introduction, the G-Shock line has grown to include over 400 different models, from basic, analog models to digital chronographs packed with an array of advanced features. The G-Shock continues to be sought after by extreme sports enthusiasts, street fashion aficionados, and tech-savvy consumers, as well as by anyone looking for a tough, stylish and practical daily companion. The G-Shock is an iconic watch that stands the test of time, and it will continue to be a classic must-have for years to come.